I've just put down the Christmas tree. My Christmas tree till next year. Or I might get a different one next year, I don't know. But this was my first Christmas tree for the flat. Yeah, just gonna try to put it in the box. It's in the box. It's go in the attic for next year. Where are you, Christmas? Where are you hiding? Good morning. It is Tuesday, the 6th of January. Happy New Year. Yeah, it's like 8:40, so I'm gonna get up and have some porridge. I slept in my onesie last night, and that was such a good decision. I was so cosy and comfy. Yeah, there was a little bit of snow, but not too much, so I should still be okay to go to Drowning today. I think the road should be fine, but there is like snow weather warnings at the moment. Just doing a bit of Books Unbound as I get ready. Nice to get back into a routine again, but I must admit I'm looking forward to Shit Friday when I've got nothing in the diary and I can just sleep. I am on season 7 of Criminal Minds. I'm about halfway through, I think, and very much enjoying that. And I'm getting back into puzzles. I did a puzzle. I started on the 1st of January and finished it on the 3rd of January, I think. Let's get ready for a new day, shall we? Mum's just left and has introduced me to Hank Wangford, who was somebody who she saw live when she was ready to be a nurse back in the day. Sometimes his albums were out in 1980, so we've just been listening to it on Amazon. Cowboys stay on longer. But yeah, I think he's now introduced me to Hank Wangford. I just realised I need to take the decals off my window. I need to take those off. I forgot they were there. These are what those go on, so I can take those off the wall. Off the window. But yeah, I'm going to listen to the end of Think Again by Jacqueline Wilson, narrated by Carrie Hope Fletcher. And I'm really enjoying the book, and it's gotten to a point where it's just like, this better end how I think it's going to end, because otherwise I wonder where on earth it's going. It's an adult sequel to the Girls in Love series that I read and watched when I was growing up. I think when the books first came out, I wasn't quite ready to read them, but the TV series came out when I was a young teenager, so it was like right at the right age for me, and I absolutely love those books. They're like 3 books or something, but yeah, the TV series of it came out when I was like 12, 13, exactly the right age for me to watch it. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying this story. It follows Ellie. She's just turned 40, and she has a daughter. The father isn't in the picture. And she starts dating her old teacher. Obviously, they go through quite a long time without seeing each other, obviously. And then at her 40th, one of her teachers is invited to her 40th. And that's part of how she gets reconnected with her old teacher, Gary. And you find out that there's only actually about 10 years between them. So it's not actually that weird. But I'm still like in that headspace of just thinking, you was a teacher. This is a bit weird. But she's umming and ahhing lots about that relationship, as whether she actually loves him, or is this just a relationship for now? Like, is it just that it's great sex, but they don't have anything else to talk about? So yeah, you're looking at that relationship. But then she's got a friend from swimming who is a woman. And I'm just getting the idea that Ellie might be bi or gay. And she just hasn't confronted that part of herself yet. So it'll be interesting to see if that is going down the route that I think it's going, because there does seem to be something special happening between her and her friend from swimming. So yeah, I've just got like about an hour or so left of that, so I should be able to do that today. But yeah, let's get these Christmas things off the window. These are harder to get off than you think. Just trying to be really careful not to break them as well. They feel quite good quality for stuff that was found at a very cheap shop. Oh no, I've lost one. got caught under my nail. Ow, that hurt. I'm so looking forward to washing my hair. But yeah, I'll listen to the end of my audiobook. Because Mum took me to Aldi, I don't need to do any more shopping for now. So that's great. I do have a pepperoni and cheese sandwich that I'll heat up and have that for lunch. And then I've got a couple of videos I want to edit, but I think I might also sit down and read a bit of Wicked today as well. And continue with season 7 of Criminal Minds. I'm at the point when their boss has it's been confirmed that she's drinking again, and I know she dies. I remember the scene where she dies, but there's so much of this that I've forgotten, so I'm so glad I actually went back a couple of seasons to what I could remember. But yeah, I remember when the boss died, and the fact that she's drinking again, I'm just like, oh, because they found all the bottles in her office. And it was just like, I think we're nearing the point. Because is it that she gets sober and then she drinks again? I just remember her dying on the street in somebody's arms. I can't remember whose arms she dies in. But isn't it that somebody forces her to drink? Or was she spiked or something? Oh, I cannot remember. But yeah, so I think I'm nearing the point now that it's been confirmed that she is drinking. And they're trying to force her to get help. I think we're nearing the point when that character dies. Anyway, let's get in the shower, get clean. I'm at work tomorrow. I'll pop my wash on after my shower so that I can get other bits in the wash. And then I'm off Thursday and Friday. It feels kind of depressing just thinking out on all the Christmas stuff. I'm going to leave my stars up. I actually quite like having the stars up, and it doesn't feel too Christmassy, the stars. And all the Christmas cards can come down. I didn't actually send that many Christmas cards this year. I'm not a big Christmas card giver. And I bought Christmas cards and only used like 3 of them. But yeah, I do have a little bag of stationery next to my bookcase. Here I've got cards, I've got envelopes. My stamps are still up there. I've got stickers, I've got a little bit of wrapping paper and some notebooks and things. But yeah, let's get this washed, shall we? So I'm just uploading my New Year vlog, which you'll have seen by the time you see this. It's like a weird vlogging section when I'm thinking about the stuff and I'm just there going, timey-wimey stuff that sounds strange. Another cup of tea. Just need to wash up. And then I think I'm going to cook off a big bolognese that I can eat across this week. I put on some jeans that I haven't worn in a while because I've been going through all my stuff because I've got a lot of stuff. I mean, I donated quite a lot when I moved anyway, but I'm just going through everything because I might pop down to Morrison's in a bit because there's a charity shop that you can access the back of it from that car park, so I might take a few things down. Just finished listening to Think Again. It had the ending that I wanted. And when I look it up, there may be a potential sequel coming. And I am now checking to see if my singing teacher's website is updated or if I just need to message her. I might just have to message her. But yeah, so there's 2 videos I need to make. So the one for Think Again, which I've just finished. And then I've also just done 3 books of the Jen Beaufont. So I've got a Jen Beaufont catch up to do. Flat does need a tidy today. Like wiping tides, hoovering, a spray around the bathroom, that kind of thing. Oh, I really enjoyed Think Again. It had the ending that I wanted, I'll say that. And also, the last half hour of the book was just a conversation between Carrie and Jacqueline Wilson, the author, and it was really nice to listen to it. I'm really tempted to watch my old Legally Blonde videos because I haven't watched those in a very, very long time. And because obviously it's 26 now. It's 2026. That's really weird to think about. I am 37 this year. And because I've watched it's been long enough since my Sound of Music vlog. There's only like 2 of them, I think, for that. So yeah, I've watched them and that's quite nice to watch. But for Legally Blonde and Night at the Musicals, I feel like it's been long enough that I can now watch them and enjoy them. Because obviously normally once I've uploaded something, I watch it through as I'm editing it and then it uploads and then I never really watch it again. Anyway, I'm going to do things now. Right, I've got about 5 minutes left on the washing machine, so I'm going to wait until that's done before I film a video. So I might just edit something while I'm here. But also, I'm keeping an eye on this candle because it's very near the end. And I don't want to burn the flat down. So I'm keeping an eye on it. I get really nervous of just leaving this, but I know, considering how long it took me to figure out how to use it, because you really have to get it at the right... You have to get it at the right angle. And it's really... Because when I was using it, I was like, oh, I picked up a dud. And then my dad did it once. It was like, oh, this is a really good one. It was just like, why am I struggling so much with it? But yeah, because you have to get this at just the right... There we go. You really have to like push it up. So I know it's not going to combust. Yeah, while I'm waiting for the dryer, or washing machine even, I think I might attempt to put that in the loft. Because I know how to do that now. Let me just get this light on. So I might pop that up in the loft first. Just need to remember to push up, then down. Oh. And try not to take out my wall in the process. Let's see if you can see that. I'm pretty sure I won't knock you. Yeah. Yeah. Dangerous. At least I missed the light. I missed the light, I think. If I can get this down. Got some duct tape just to put across the top of this box so it doesn't look like it's sliding out. Yeah, there's hardly anything left of this candle. I think I might blow it out now before it blows down the flat. Right. I think just the one across the middle should be fine. At least this isn't very heavy. That was a lot more successful than the first time I tried to do it. Yeah, I think the wash is just finished. So film a video and then put the wash in the dryer. And then wash up. That's got 2 minutes on it. I need to drink lots of water. I've had 2 cups of tea and 1 water. I need to drink more water. And I need to put some ice in my freezer. Alright, so I just finished filming 2 videos. It says the temperature in here is 16.5. But I'm actually quite nice like this. Oh, it's still... I just dimmed it so people couldn't see my screen. I'll probably have a rearranging of things. I think I just need to get rid of that poster board thing because I don't think I'm going to use it. The only time I used it was when I was doing my puzzle. And it wasn't really that necessary. Alright, I'll import the footage from that. And then have a dust and a hoover. A little bit of clean of the bathroom. And then I might do some Criminal Minds. My eyebrow still hurts a little bit from when I banged it. I might have a glass of tonic water because I always find that the electrolytes kind of help with headaches a little bit. I might start off with a paracetamol. Do I want to start off with tonic water or drugs? But yeah, it's definitely the forehead. It's the, oh god, I just knocked it. It's my eyebrow where I whacked it on a banister at the theatre just before Christmas as well. So I did go through Christmas Day with a little bit of a swollen eye, but it was gone by New Year's, so that was fine. Clean, Debs, clean. I have just given my kitchen a proper thorough clean. I think I started about 3:30 and it's 4:05. So yeah, it's been had a proper clean. Took everything off the sides, gave everything a proper scrub down, completely wiped everywhere and hoovered in there. Now I'm sitting down. Yeah, and now my dryer's on, so yeah. Cleaned the kitchen at least anyway. So cooking off a bolognese sauce with veggies. I am not the biggest meat eater anymore, so I do it with corn, and I actually much prefer the texture of corn mince over real meat. Got some pasta. I've probably got about 2 portions worth of pasta, but I am actually quite hungry, so we'll see how much goes. Doing the Gwyneth Paltrow interview on Amy Poehler, and I've just popped a couple of slices of garlic bread in the oven. I just had a bit of quiet time. I just had a bit of a headache. I did actually have to take some paracetamol because the tonic water didn't do it. I clean the kitchen and then I cook. Because when I wash up, I just fill the sink up. I'm just going to do it all in one go. And plus I've got things that are still drying here. I must admit I do have a plate here that I washed up from earlier that I can use for my meal. I'm enjoying the interview. I've never really heard Gwyneth Paltrow talk before. Like, I've seen her in films, but I've never really seen much of her as her. And they've just been having a conversation about when she said about the conscious uncoupling with Chris Martin. That was just my pasta alarm going off. So I just need to check if that's the texture I want it. I like it kind of al dente, not too slimy. Perfect. Oh, I've got 5 minutes on the garlic bread. But yeah, they were just saying about how ahead of a time Gwyneth Paltrow was with the term conscious uncoupling. Oh, my lips are so dry. And I just think, yeah, I can't believe there was so much outrage that they wanted an amicable divorce. They didn't want to sling mud at each other. They didn't want to make it a drama. They wanted to co-parent still. And people were outraged at the idea that, oh my God, they're actually going to separate and actually try to stay friends. Why was that so shocking? Anyway, I'm going to start plating up. So, yeah. Alright, so while that's still cooking, I'm just going to turn my fan up a little bit more. I'm just going to grate some cheese. But yeah, why was it such a big deal that they wanted to be amicable in their divorce? You look at it and just think, was it really that big a deal? Because I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think they have actually still managed to stay friends. I think my sauce pretty much is done. But I've just got 4 minutes until the garlic bread, so I'll just continue to let it cook. I've got to turn it down a bit now too. Yeah, I think one of my favourite films was probably Shakespeare in Love of Gwyneth Paltrow. Have not watched that film in a very, very long time. I wonder if it's streaming anywhere. And there we have it. Pasta, cheese, garlic bread, Amy Poehler, and Gwyneth Paltrow. Let's tuck in. So I've had my dinner, I've had my dessert, which was just a piece of salted caramel dark chocolate, and I think dark chocolate helps with headaches. I think I read somewhere that dark chocolate can actually help with migraines, so that's interesting. Just getting ready to pop on the TV and watch another episode of Criminal Minds. I might get through a couple because it's just coming up to 7 o'clock. I'm just watching the end of a Diane Roswell vlog. And I've just realised that the character that I thought died this season actually dies in season 8. So I'm not just about to have my heart ripped out of my chest. I've still got another season to go. But this is the catalyst for what happens later. The character being checked in to rehab for her alcohol addiction. So, yeah. Bring it on. Bring on Criminal Minds. It's Wednesday the 7th of January. Was supposed to go to work today, but I've woken up feeling really rough. And my stomach just isn't right today. So I just called in and just said, I'm really sorry, but I just won't be able to work today. And I seem to be okay with it. I don't think it was too busy today, so hopefully think everything's all right for them. But yeah, I just feel really hot at this point. It's not nice when you feel rough. It's actually my first sick day in the flat, so it's really weird. I might just go back to bed. I think I'd half done my makeup, so I'm just going to go wash my face. And then I think I might just go back to bed. I do feel rough. I feel so bad when I have to call out sick. But I was just there thinking, Debs, you can't go to work when you've got your tummy like this. And you feel, actually, it's not fair to your co-workers, it's not fair to the guests. It's, I hate it. I hate feeling like I'm letting people down. My boss was really nice about it. She was just like, Debs, you know, it can't be helped, you're sick, just, we'll see you when you're better. Yeah, especially because I've got tomorrow off and I've got Friday off. I'm supposed to be singing tomorrow as well, so I'm going to have to message Steph and just say I won't be singing tomorrow. If I can rearrange it, because is it long enough? I don't know. I just need to message people. So I thought I had some drugs that might help with my symptoms, and I found them right at the bottom of my little first aid box. There was only 3 there. You start off with 2 and then you have 1 after that. So I've just taken 2. They're the ones that melt on your tongue. You can still taste it. But yeah, so hopefully that'll help. But with every single stomach pain that I've had to date, it's reminded me that, Debs, you did the right thing calling in sick today. I would have been miserable. It wouldn't have been worth it. Yeah, so it's 8:30. and I think I'm going to be in bed by 9. Because what I did first, when I first woke up this morning, I was not feeling great. When I went to the bathroom, it was just like, oh no. And I just thought, maybe I just need some breakfast and a cup of tea. And then it was about 40 minutes before I was supposed to be leaving the house, but it was just like, Debs, if you're going to call in sick, you need to do it now. And so it was just like, okay. So that was when I just emailed everybody and called in and was just like, I'm so sorry, but I'm really not feeling right. And trust me, you don't want me there. the guilt, but then every single time I've had pain or anything else, it's just been like, that's my body reminding me that I did right in not going to work today and giving myself tomorrow off as well from everything. It's really not nice when you feel crappy. Especially when your stomach hurts. But yeah, these melts are supposed to work within like an hour. Hopefully that'll help. God, my hands are cold. Yeah, I think my temperature's kind of been a bit all over the place today. I might see you tomorrow. Oh, this might be a really pathetic, ill vlog. Good night. It's 9:30. I did find some Imodium, which expires February this year. So that was lucky. It's definitely helped. But my temperature has like properly dropped. Like, I'm in bed in my onesie and I am freezing. Oh. Mum said she's going to come over in the morning. I mean, I know it's cold outside, but it is not that cold in my flat. I can't even tell if I'm warm or cold. I don't have a thermometer in the flat, so I'll probably have to get one of those at some point. But my hands are frozen. Oh, I'm just watching Mackenzie Kurt's vlog, and then I'm going to switch back to Mel KB, and I'm just enjoying watching theatre vlogs today. I haven't done any Criminal Minds. I'm not in the mood for Criminal Minds today. I've watched some of my own videos. It was nice to have the memories of doing Legally Blonde and nice at the musical, so that was fun. And then, yeah, I've just mainly been watching Mel KB vlogs today and a little bit Lucy Darling on TikTok. I realised that Mackenzie had uploaded, and she hasn't uploaded in quite a long time, but she's been doing Heathers on Broadway. I don't know if... Was Mackenzie Chandler before Jodie went in? Oh, I'm getting all my timeline mixed up. But this looks like it was from Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't know how long Jodie was in it for. Theatre people, you need to let me know what's going on, because I haven't a clue. But yeah, I'm absolutely frozen. I've got lip balm on my lips because my lips are so dry. Oh, I just sleep, but my stomach still hurts. So, good night. I hope I feel miles better in the morning, but everything I had booked in the diary for tomorrow has been cancelled. Yeah, my tummy hurts. So, yeah, it's 9:30 at night, and normally I'm not in bed until like 11:30. So, yeah. Back to Mackenzie and Mel. I just googled it. Jodie was after Mackenzie. So, yeah, it's a shame Jodie doesn't have a YouTube channel. I was supposed to do a workshop with Jodie in 2020. Like, I had to pay a deposit, and obviously it never happened because of COVID. So, yeah, that's weird to think about. That if COVID hadn't happened, I would have met Jodie in 2020. Oh, God, I am absolutely frozen. God, I hope I sleep tonight. Good night. For reals this time. Morning. I slept for about 11 hours last night. And I really wish I could say I was feeling better, but I'm not. Stomach still hurts. Still getting symptoms, so I need to take one of these little tablets. I think I need to get more. My lower back is absolutely killing me. I was almost sick. It didn't happen, but I was almost sick. It was like when my body wanted me to be sick, basically, but it just wasn't happening. I almost wish I was, because it would have been a relief to actually being sick. And I keep going between hot and cold. Last night I was absolutely freezing because I just got really, really absolutely boiling, just had to take everything off, and now I'm cold again. Ugh. I think my mum is popping over at some point. I'm so glad I cancelled everything today. So I'm really not well. So I'm feeling sorry for myself, but I feel like absolute shit. So I've reached the college years. I'm like 113 or something like that of Wicked. So I'm doing it bit by bit. I've mainly been in bed, and then my dad came over and I stood up too quickly and thought like I was going to pass out, because of course I feel like I need to get up for a bit, but I need to where's my phone? I need to put the heating up in here because it's dropped, because I'm normally not in. I'm looking at my phone right now. My dad's bought me over some of those little rehydration tablets that you can put in water. So I have messaged work and just said, I've got a stomach bug and there's a chance I might not be able to come to work on Saturday, because it's supposed to be 48 hours without having symptoms, and I'm supposed to be work at Saturday and I'm still getting symptoms. So I've checked my temperature. I don't have a fever at the moment, which is good. It's just my stomach really hurts. My lower back. It's not nice. This is disgusting. But I have to drink it. I have already had a glass of Coke. It does say clear fluids, but I desperately need the electrolytes today. Whereas my mum always has said, electric lights! We need to turn your electric lights back on. I'm currently doing the Tim Key interview on Dish, and then I think I'm going to put on some Criminal Minds. Oh, my stomach hurts. Morning. I just had a shower. If only I had some kind of curl to my hair. No, it's just dead straight. It is 11:20. I think I woke up at about 10ish and then just stayed in bed for a bit. And I am feeling miles better today. Miles better. So yeah, it's likely I'll be back to work on Sunday, as I thought, because it's supposed to be 48 hours from your last symptoms, which was last night. So I was feeling better yesterday, but this morning I've got a bit of a stomach ache, but no other symptoms at the moment. So I have had an email from work saying, could you let us know by this afternoon when you'll be back. So yeah, I think it will be Sunday. I do hate being ill. I just feel like I'm letting them down, especially because weekends are our busiest. But yeah, I'll probably ring work once I've feeling a bit more human after my shower. And it looks like my mum tried to FaceTime me while I was in my shower, so I'll call her in a bit. But I think today's a bit of a cleaning day. I'm going to boil wash all of my towels and probably change my bed today as well. They're trying to work out what the best time is when you're feeling better, but you still might be slightly contagious. I'm wondering if towels today, especially because I've washed my hair and everything, and then I'll do the bedding tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, feeling lots better today. So I just had a FaceTime with my mum. She said that she's not going to risk coming over today, but she might tomorrow, and that I definitely need to go back on Sunday and not tomorrow. So yeah, I just feel exhausted today. I'm doing the most insane asks and celebrity contracts. Tea time with Raven and Miranda. About 10 minutes into that. And then I've got about 4 episodes left of season 7 of Criminal Minds, so I can definitely do that today and read a bit more of Wicked. I think I've got about a quarter left of my big bottle of Coke and 2 packets of crisps, so I think that'll be alright today. And I've still got my rehydration tablets as well. Mum was there going, oh, just mix it with some squash. It was just like, yeah, but my squash is like the same, because the rehydration tablets are like apple and raspberry or something, and my squash is like summer fruits, so I don't think it'll make much difference to the taste of those rehydration tablets. But I definitely need to drink more. So yeah, but I feel like I could risk a cup of tea today. Fingers crossed. And by the way, I googled it and it did say to do bedding first. So I've got some bedding in the wash. I'm just going to wash it all. It's probably better that way. Apple and blackcurrant. It sounds like it should taste nice. Oh. No. Oh no. I just need to down it. I know I do. So I've had some breakfast. I had some peanut butter on a bagel. Tummy hurts a little bit. But I've had my rehydration drink and a cup of tea, and I think I'm okay. But I did notice this morning because I did weigh myself. I'm not going to tell you what I weigh, but I will say that I have lost half a stone in 3 days. So that ain't good. It's been nice to get back into eating normally again, as best as I can. Because like last night I had for dinner chips. I was thinking tonight I might try some rice and chicken, but that does mean that my bread is gone, so I am due a shop. But I still have my leftovers, but I'm just not quite ready for the leftovers yet. Just because it was a spicy one, it was my veggie bolognese pasta. I'm not quite sure if I'm ready for that heavy a meal yet. Maybe tomorrow night. Obviously tomorrow's Saturday, and that'll be the day before I go back to work. I can still taste that rehydration drink. Blech. Yeah, my body's still not quite right, but I'm feeling miles better than I did. I'm losing track of the days of the week. Yeah, it was yesterday. When I'd slept for 10 hours, woke up and felt like shit. Slept for another 10 hours, feel a little bit better today. But yeah, I could not be bothered to dry my hair, so I just brushed it and stuck it up in a bun. But just watching the end of this Raven and Miranda podcast, and then I think I might do an episode of Criminal Minds. I'm almost tempted to get a puzzle out, but the thing is I've realised I can't sit down for very long, so I've been like pacing the flat. Because it helps to stand, I've realised. It does help to stand. I think it's obviously when you're sitting, you're putting that pressure on your stomach a little bit. Lying down is definitely more comfortable. But I've got Wicked here as well, so let's see how much of this I can get done today. Yeah, I'm about 100 pages in, and how many pages is it? It's 495 pages. So let's round that up to 500 pages. I've got about 400 pages to go. Can I do that in 2 days is the question. Possibly. If I just sat and read it. But yeah, I put on some different pyjamas. Long sleeves. I cannot remember where these were from, and I cut the labels out because they drive me mad. And then I'm in my Hocus Pocus joggers today as well. But there is a guy at work who absolutely loves my Hocus Pocus jumper. Haven't caught his name yet. But when he's seen me, he says, "Oh, are you the girl with the Hocus Pocus jumper?" I was like, yeah. He was just like, "Oh, I love that jumper." It's like a cropped one after shave at some point. You've probably seen it before. But no, he absolutely loves that jumper, so maybe I'll wear it on Sunday. Why is it that when you're ill and you sleep a lot, you just feel exhausted? My mum looked at me and went, "You're tired." Yeah, I feel glad that I've eaten something a bit more today, because yesterday I ate a lot of crackers. But last night when it was just like, oh, I feel like I could eat something a bit more, so it was mainly chips, and seemed to be okay. So I feel exhausted after just putting the pillowcases on the pillows. Why was that such a tiring job? My mattress protector is in the dryer, so that'll be about an hour. And I'm catching up on the latest episode of Grey's Anatomy. And then I think I might put on something cheesy like KC Undercover or something where I don't have to think too much. Why do I feel so tired? I've slept for 10 hours, 2 nights in a row. I'm having an early night tonight. So it's 20 to 9 and I'm about to go to bed. But I need to make my bed first. I've done part of it. It's just the duvet that needs to go back on. But, do I have the energy to do it? I should have done this earlier. But I've been doing it in bits. I have just gotten a message from Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Saying that I am now her regular soap opera. And that her fiancé, Gregory, has realised just how much me and Jenny are alike. So, hi, Gregory. I apparently wonder if I ever have a day off. Not often. She just said, he asked if you ever have a day off. Then he said, no, because I don't either. What the doc's going to say next. My days off are really days off of life. Same. Even when I'm ill, I feel like I need to do something. But yeah, I think my mum's going to come over tomorrow and see if I need anything. I have drunk all of the Coke. I have drunk all of the tonic water. I am now just drinking squash. Hopefully, I won't need to have any more of those hydration things. I think I'm okay. I just find it hilarious that I'm now her soap opera with G. Anyway, I am exhausted. Let's go and try and get this duvet on my bed and go to bed. And I've watched I've started the beginning of KC Undercover Season 2. So she's found out about her mother's secret sister and has just turned up at her cousin's dorm room. So people who have watched it know where I am. I'm trying to work out if she's evil like her mother or not. Apparently she only has 50% of my birthday present. And she needs the other 50% for it to work. Colour me intrigued, Jenny. Anyway, good night. Let's see if I manage to get another 10 hours of sleep tonight. Because I really feel like I need it again. I need to finish making my bed before bed. It's 10 to 9. I want to be in bed. Meanwhile, I think I've introduced you to Yowie before. Got him when I was about 5-ish probably. It was a trip to Scotland and I wasn't very good at saying meow, and that was how it became Yowie with a y. Yowie. And then this is Booties, and I just felt like they went together. I might have got him the last time I went home, and I don't think my parents know where I took him. But I've always wanted a black cat. If I had a real black cat, I think I'd call it Salem. I feel like they come as a pair. Oh. I'm getting really hot all of a sudden, so let's take off this. I've still got something in here. Right. Let's try and get this duvet on now, shall we? Oh. These are the jammies I've been wearing today. Oh. Duvet gone right here. It was hidden behind the pillow, which obviously looks exactly the same. So I swapped out the green one because I feel like the yellow blanket goes better with this set. And I wish I could just go straight to bed, but I need to brush my teeth. I always start off with the extra pillows as I just watch stuff in bed until I get sleepy. And then I've got these guys over here. Good night. It's 8:59. Yeah. I'm exhausted. Hello. I don't think my parents will stay for very long. I think they'll literally just drop off stuff and go because it's 11:15 and I'm still getting symptoms. I have got in contact with work and just let them know that probably won't be back tomorrow. But I did think I was feeling better. I went through a lot of yesterday with a bit of stomach grumblings, but no other symptoms. And then today, I just realised I wasn't feeling right again. And yeah, just, it's not gone. Ugh. Because I just want to feel better. And I don't. I'm feeling a lot better than that first day, you know, when I woke up after that 10 hours. It was like, oh my God, I actually feel like shit. I feel better than that, but my stomach just is not quite right yet. And I risked it with some porridge this morning, made with water instead of milk. And I just, as I was eating it, was just like, no. No. But now I'm reading some of Wicked. I'm at page 135. Why can't I just feel better? So I'm almost halfway through Wicked. I am really enjoying it. It's so much darker though. Yeah, it would be very interesting to see this as the darker thing that it is as a miniseries or a TV series. And I really like the image of The Wizard of Oz. It's very different to how it's presented in, well, both The Wizard of Oz and Wicked, because he's like a skeleton. It's like, ooh, that's creepy. I mean, it's already creepy enough, but as a skeleton, like, playing with his ribs and things, it's like, oh. I'm looking forward to talking about this one. It's so different, but also you can also see, like, the bare bones of what it became with the musical. Oh, it's going to be an interesting one to talk about. I do feel funny. I think I might just be dehydrated. I think I have had a cup of tea and I've had some squash. Yeah, I think I just need to have one of those hydration things. Whew. It's like I'm hot and cold at the same time. And my back hurts. Yeah, I just feel weird. But yeah, Mum and Dad dropped over some shopping for me. I did get a brief moment of fresh air last night when I took my recycling out because the bin was overfilling. So it's like, it's 18 degrees in here and I'm like hot and cold at the same time. I want to put on different clothes. I don't feel comfortable. I just feel really funny right now. So I've gotten confirmation that I'm going to be off tomorrow. Because I've tried calling in a few times, but I think because it's a Saturday, it's quite busy. But I have emailed in and just said, look, I've tried calling and can't get through. But I am very much in the throes of very active symptoms at the moment. And you don't want me there. So yeah, I think I might just do some rice tonight. So yeah, watch the end of this season. I think I've got about 6 episodes left of season 2 of KC Undercover. And then I've got some Taylor Swift stuff. I've still got the final episode of Not Dead Yet on here, which I have watched. I just want to fast forward through it and get rid of it off my continue watching. I don't know how else to get rid of it. If I click on it, there's a restart option. Oh, remove from continue watching. I now know who to do it. Yes, that's off. Because I have watched it. Not Dead Yet. I can take it off because I know I've watched it. Ooh, I've never noticed that little button before. I have figured out. So when you go in and it has the play screen and it says continue restart and then there's a check mark, there's a minus button next to it if it's in your watch, if you have been watching it, and you can take it off your to watch list. I have just figured that out. So yeah, there was a point today when my temperature went down to 35 degrees. So I did it twice just to double check, and yes, it was. And everything that I looked up was telling me to call 111. I didn't, but within an hour my temperature had gone back up again, so I think it was my body just trying to balance itself out. The Parent Trap is on here. Oh, I haven't watched The Parent Trap in a long time. I could watch that once I'm done with KC Undercover season 2. There's extras. What are the extras? Promo, bonus feature, deleted scenes, and how Hallie became Annie. I feel like I'm going through a hot wave again. You know, when you feel hot on the inside, but then your veggies feel cold. Ooh. I haven't read any more of Wicked, but as I said last time, I'm just under halfway through. Yeah, we're on Fiero. I want this to be an adult miniseries, basically, at this point. Though I must admit, based on the fact that how fleshed this out and the fact that there's other books, it could just be a full-on TV series. But yeah, I'm very much enjoying it. My sister and my brother-in-law and my niece bored me rotten by getting me this book series, I tell you that. Back to KC Undercover. So on advice from my mum, I did some egg fried rice, even though as I was looking at the eggs, my body was screaming no, but it was actually surprisingly satisfying. I'm just on episode 26 of season 2, so I think this is the final one, because the way it works on Disney Plus is some of the 2-parters have been put into separate episode, where they're considered one episode on IMDb, so it's worked out as 26 instead of 25 episodes. So yeah, I don't know what I want to do after this one. Should I do Kardashians? Just because it's there. This is what happens when you're ill. You just find yourself binge watching things. And playing Project Makeover. It's basically like Candy Crush, but there's fashion thrown in. I don't know why. After playing this, Candy Crush is really annoying. I think it's because this has slightly different rules. Like you can tap something to get it to work, and you can't do that on Candy Crush. You have to turn it on Candy Crush, whereas on this you can just tap it and it goes boom. Because I knew I needed to eat something, even though my body didn't want to, but I just thought I'll just do a small portion of rice with an egg fried into it, and no, my body feels slightly happier now. But my parents did bring me over 2 bottles of tonic water, which I'm incredibly thankful for, because normally I just get one. Let's watch the season 2 finale of KC Undercover. I just realised we're going into the last week of Christmas Carol at the Playhouse, and so I was like, oh, Mum, Dad, do you want to see it on Wednesday? Because I can get you tickets for Wednesday. I was like, sure. So I've got them the tickets, so they can go see it. At this point, I am mainly feeling bloated, so I'm hoping I'm coming out the other end of it. And also it might have something to do with the fizzy drinks, because I've been drinking a bit of tonic water to keep my electrolytes up. So I much prefer the taste of tonic water over that apple and raspberry stuff. Blech. Yeah, it's like 20 past 9. I'm just going to go wash up and go to bed again early. I decided just to continue watching KC Undercover because I think it finishes after season 3. So it's all like to be continued ones. So it's just like it's really hard to stop. But yeah, they've just completely wiped out the other side. And the to be continued was, what were they called? Actually, there's another one. There's another one that's not the other side. I've taken out the other side, but there's another one in the woodwork. So that's going to take us through the rest of season 3, I think. Hopefully, I'm feeling a lot better tomorrow. I do hope that this bloating means I'm coming out the other side of it. Oh, I'm still very aware that my eyebrow still hurts from when I heard it at the theatre. Yeah, I do find it quite impressive, though, that with my time with the Christmas Carol, I've seen it 1, 2, 3, 4 times? Or did I see it 5 times? I definitely saw it twice from the same place. Oh, but did I see it from both stairs twice? Yeah, I think I saw it 5 times in the whole run. But I do have one more shift on it, I think. And that's next Thursday. And I'm on the early, so I definitely won't be seeing it again. And I've just had my availability form through, so I need to fill that out tomorrow for February. Which, I think it might be a bit quieter. I think we're in a transition period. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to wash up and go to bed. So, good night. So I've just been doing some reading in bed. Just come to the end of Fiero's chapter. So I've finished at 270, and the next section is 4 in the Vincus. So I'm stopping there for tonight. But it's interesting how there's not actually, at least at this point anyway, it doesn't seem to be any connection between Fiero and the Scarecrow, because it's the whole affair. He's seen Glinda, and she's married to someone else. Yeah, the relationship between Alphabet and Glinda, there is a hint of it in the college years section, but after that they've actually been separated. It doesn't seem like we're actually getting that much of their friendship here. It's something that's been built upon for the musical. It is basically becoming a sick week reading blog. But yeah, I'm more than halfway through now. Oh, I do still feel a bit bloated, but I basically feel like I'm going the opposite direction, basically. My mum thinks I'll be okay for Monday, but we'll see how we go. Yeah. Good night. Good morning. It's 11:15. I think I fell asleep at about 10:30, 11 last night. I originally set my alarm for 8:30 just to see if my body wanted to wake up. I turned off the alarm and woke up again at 9:30. So yeah, I feel like my body's just having a massive reset. But my goodness, I feel better today. Because yesterday, as well as having symptoms, I then went the other way and started to feel really bloated in the evening. And today, at the moment, I can't feel a stomachache. I feel relatively normal again. So yeah, I think I just need today to go well, and then I can go back to work tomorrow. And it snowed. It has snowed. I'm not going to show you outside at the moment, because I think there's like people playing and things, but there's definitely been snow.
I think someone's been possibly sledding outside today.
I could hear somebody playing while I've been in bed. But I think I'm going to FaceTime my mum and my dad and just let them know how much better I am actually feeling right now. Let's get the kettle on. I've just brushed my teeth. Oh, it looks so pretty out there. haven't opened my blinds all the way, but I have opened the curtains. Just because I'm trying to work out if I actually do want to wash my hair today or if I just want to wait till Tuesday. Because if I'm feeling lots better, I might actually be drowning. I think I need to turn my temperature up. It feels a bit chilly. Yeah, it's at 17.5. I'm just going to pop it back up to 18. But, yeah. Might message Mum and Dad now. So I just FaceTime with Mum and Dad. It's funny because my mum has hers set up to her hearing aids, so nobody else can hear. So, yeah, they called me back and talked to me. Just had my sourdough with peanut butter. This sourdough is really nice. It's an oldie one. It's like, it's dense but light. They're encouraging me to do rice and eggs again tonight. And they think it's just going to be binding. It's a really weird word to use, binding. I'm just trying to work out if I do want to wash my hair today or not. I think I might. But yeah, I'm just saying to my dad this time about page 270 of this. So you never know, I might get to finish it today because it's just under 500 pages. I will have a shower, obviously, but I don't think I'm going to wash my hair today. Yeah, I can't believe how much snow is out there. But as I was showing my dad, the one person was getting all the snow off their car. And then there was quite a tall person in the corner who was putting a ball together of snow. And I was just like, is he making a snowman or is he getting ready to throw a snowball at the person trying to get all the snow off their car? I think you could see the ball that was created. Yeah, so I've done peanut butter on sourdough. I think this is the only way to go forward. And plus, sourdough freezes quite nicely, actually. Because when I've got a normal bread, I usually have to hack it apart once it's frozen. This seems to actually freeze individually. Kind of like roti. Yeah, can turn my light off. I've got free electricity for 12 hours today. Not quite sure how I managed to do that. But yeah, I've got a wash on. I'll pop that in the dryer at some point. Is there anything else I want to wash today? It's the question. Okay, I may be a tiny little bit bloated right now after breakfast, but I think just drinking lots of water today, trying to stay away from the tonic water, I think might help. But yeah, so I'm just going to do a bit of lazy. I'm just going to sit on the sofa and maybe do an episode or two of KC Undercover, and then I will get up and shower, because it's 11:20 right now, so this will put me in the shower at about 12 o'clock, so yeah. I still have a bit of soreness on my eyebrow from where I hit it, but obviously no bruise now. It was gone by New Year's, which was quite nice. But yeah, so I will talk to you later. I am actually dressed. I'm wearing jeans. I mean, they're my extremely baggy, stretchy ones, but still, I actually feel comfortable enough to wear these. And I'm going to make myself another cup of tea. Can you tell I'm feeling better? I've even popped on mascara and lipstick. I've got no foundation on. I popped on a little bit of concealer, but I am seriously feeling so much better today. There is still a little bit of a stomachache, but it's barely there. But yeah, now that I've actually got proper clothes on, I will open my blinds. It is just looking like slush out there. But yeah, it was down here earlier that it looked like they were trying to create a slip and slide. It was kind of hilarious. But yeah, that looks like a death trap. I don't think I will be going over to my parents' house today. But there is a kid downstairs, so they've still got their Santa please stop here sign up. So yeah, well, I've just been making myself feel slightly human again. I've been doing Millie Redhead, so I'm in Six the Musical. I love her. It's also the fact that her surname isn't Redhead, it's Red something, but it's not Redhead. That's just her thing, and I keep forgetting what her actual surname is. Is it like Red Shaw or something? It's Red something. I know that. Ugh. Oh, I feel so much more human today. Yeah, my mum was just like, Debs, give yourself the day, and then you can go back tomorrow. But yeah, just watch the end of this and then get back to Casey. This is actually a really good show. It's a really good family show. I think it says it's for like, is it like 6 and up or something? Because I know stuff like Jessie and stuff was geared a bit younger. But obviously this one is because the main character is high school. So in this one you're looking at her final year of school, so... Which explains why it finished, but apparently there was no reason for it to go longer. Because, as with a lot of Disney shows, they tried to do 4 seasons, I think. But this one was cancelled after 3. Yeah, if you've never watched it, it's actually quite a nice show to watch. I need milk. Can I stomach a mince pie? Is the question. So I've heard back from work and they've recommended 48 hours, as yesterday morning I was getting some quite bad symptoms and still the bloating last night. So they've decided just to see me back on Wednesday rather than tomorrow, just in case. I'm getting quite warm again actually after just popping this jumper on. But I am feeling miles better, but I guess it is a just in case thing, just in case I am infectious at all. I'm not handling food, but I do touch people for a living, so I completely understand where they're coming from. It means I'll be back on Wednesday. I think it's also because I have been off for 5 days, it's really, you get quite antsy, but I am feeling so much better. So I've just let my parents know that they've recommended I come back to work on Wednesday for my scheduled shift, because I was going to have Tuesday off anyway, and I was just going to keep an eye on things as to whether I should be back for swimming, but if today and tomorrow are fine, because tomorrow's Monday, I should be fine for driving on Tuesday, provided I don't have any other symptoms today or tomorrow. Fingers crossed I'm completely out the other end of it now, because I am feeling so much better. It's just weird when you are feeling better to not be back at work yet. I'm going to attempt to eat a mince pie. So I've got towels and my robe in the my dressing gown in the dryer at the moment. When that comes out, I've got my duvet that will go in, and then I'm going to wash all my hand towels on a really, really high temperature. And then, I mean, this is the perfect day just for washing everything, it really is. So yeah, I've just got like 2 minutes left of this vlog that I'm watching, which I started watching when I was getting ready. I'm then going to watch this episode of KC Undercover, and then I might read for a little bit. Days feel so long. Because when I got the message from Betty, it was like, oh yeah, it was yesterday morning. Days feel so long when you're ill. But yeah, this past week has just allowed my body to catch up on its sleep as well. But oh my God, I can't believe how much better I feel. Oh, it is so good to feel like a human being again. It really is. So it is about 6:10. I've just finished page 400, so I'm moving on to number 5. It's Murder and Its Afterlife. I've got less than 100 pages to go. Yeah, this has basically become a reading wicked vlog. Oh, it's so interesting, everything that's happened. Let me just pop my thing in. It's a magnet. It is probably one of my favourite bookmarks, apart from the feather one that my friend Jenny got me a few years ago. But yeah, I can't believe how much I've read today. And yes, I'm feeling so much better. I have had a little bit of a stomach ache, but other than that, no symptoms. I've eaten well, I have drunk well, definitely coming out the other side. This needs to plug in. This needs charging. So yeah, I'll swap over, take my iPad into the kitchen and get some dinner sorted. But, whew, it is so interesting how this became Wicked. The musical. It is so different. I think I'm just still, like, understanding what I just read. But yeah, after Fiyero dies, Elphaba then goes to a nunnery and appears to give birth to a son. But she has absolutely no memory of it, and she has no maternal instincts. But when she leaves the nunnery, she's forced to take Leah with her, which is the boy. Elphaba, after spending time in the nunnery, about 5 years? Is Leah about 5 when they leave? Yeah, she goes and lives with Fiero's wife and children. I still don't completely understand why, but she's introduced as just auntie to the children and the family. And it's not until there's some time there that you start to get hints of her magic again, because there's only like one hint to it when she's at college, when there's a conversation between her and Galinda, but there's a storm while they're talking, but while everybody else has gone out, they say it was a fine night, and they're just like, oh, but like, how can it be a fine night when there was a storm over us? Yeah, that's the only hint of it, and we've only just come to the point when it's a question of like, is Elphaba a witch, or has her broom been enchanted by somebody else? But you do find out that Glinda enchanted Nessa Rose's shoes, because in this version, Nessa's disability isn't her legs, it's that she has no arms, and that's what affects her balance. So it's the enchanting of the shoes that gives her her balance, but people still need to be her arms for her. Whew. This would be so different if there was something that was just a lot more accurate to this. On the back it says, the global bestseller that inspired the hit musical phenomenon. It inspired it, but it is not the same thing at all. But it is so cool. And yeah, we've just seen Elphaba go back to her father's house because the imminent threat, which is her grandfather, has died. And, well, actually he died quite a while ago, but Nessa Rose has taken over the job. And you're seeing just how evil she is, and also the fact that Nessa Rose has been playing with magic. So it's like, at this point, Elphaba is the last one to dabble in magic at this point. Yeah, but it's not just the monkey that she has Chistry, but then there's also bees. She's very much for animals. So it's like, as the movie tried to incorporate more of the animal rights, emphasis on the animal, rather than just animals, it's the capital A. So there's a point actually when it's at the beginning of the college years when Glinda goes and she says that she has to learn how to enunciate the animals from the animals. This is so weird to talk about. I'll have to try and convert this into a slightly better English when I actually talk about the book properly. But yeah, so she's gone back and just realised just how powerful her sister is, because there's been a slight conversation that kind of hints towards the Tin Man, where you've got a woman who goes to Nessie and says, I want you to do something about this person. Can you enchant this axe to like cut his arms off? And there's Elphaba there going, wait, you're dabbling in magic? Why are you dabbling in magic? Like, all of this. Whew. But yeah, I thought that there would have been more overlap with the Dorothy story at this point, but there isn't. So I'm only assuming we're just coming up to that point, because obviously the very first chapter, kind of like the prologue, as it were. Prologue? Epilogue. I always get prologue and epilogue mixed up. The bit at the very beginning looked at her overlooking Dorothy in the shoes, but at this point, we are basically... Nessa's still alive. So we haven't reached that, and I've got less than 100 pages to go. Whereas obviously, like, in the show, that happens halfway through the second half. So maybe it's roundabout right. Because when I think about it, I always think that the second half of the show starts with the tornado and Glinda telling Dorothy to stay on that road the whole time. I always think of that as being the start of the second half, but it's not. The start of the second half is, thank goodness, as with the movies. So, yeah. It is interesting, though, because obviously we're told that the movie is more authentic to the books in a way, but even though there are the talking animals, I feel like I want to enunciate it the way that Glinda's taught to, in the book, her nanny and things aren't animals. They're just described as people. So for the movies, they incorporated more of those animal rights. It feels really weird to enunciate it like that, but that feels like the natural way to do it. By incorporating the animals with the people more. Just to make you realise just how normal it is in this world. But obviously Elphaba being green is not normal. Just like, there's some people who are saying like, well, why would they be bothered with Elphaba being green when they've got talking animals? But yeah, talking animals is something that's normal for them. People being green isn't. So, yeah, it's just another other in this world. Whew. But it is interesting how you see kind of like the introduction of Oz and how they talk about the man in the balloon who arrived and things. I got less than 100 pages to go. So, you know, what time is it? It is 6:20. I do need to eat something. So, yeah, I'm going to go put some food in. It takes me less than an hour to do 100 pages. So, I could do that easy. I'm very much going to be finishing this book in this vlog, I think. I need to go eat and charge this. Alright, I'm on page 416. Basically, everything that I just said was just about to happen. This section started with the tornado and the house coming down on her sister, and at the moment as I'm reading it, Elphaba is at her sister's funeral and Glinda has turned up and is sharing what happened because Glinda wasn't that far away when the house was dropped on her, and so at the moment at the moment Glinda is telling Elphaba what happened. And the reason I said Dorothy is because Dorothy is actually mentioned on this page. So, yeah, this has basically gone from a sick vlog to a reading vlog. So, I've had my dinner. I did rice and eggs with a little bit of chicken, and it was really tasty. I also may have had a cookie for dessert, and I've taken my rubbish out once I've done this. I haven't got that much left of season 3 of KC Undercover left, so then that'll be all of KC Cover underdone. KC Cover? Under? KC Undercover. I have no idea what I just said. KC Cover under. But yes, so I'm thinking of going to bed about 10ish tonight, which I think is round about the time that I went to bed last night, because I did a bit of reading in bed, and then I think I put the book down at about 10:30, and then fell asleep somewhere between 10:30 and 11 last night. So if I could do something similar again tonight, that would be nice. And it's just getting me back into that normal sleeping pattern again. But as I said this morning, I did set my alarm for 8:30, turned it off, and then went back to sleep until 9:30. So I just want to get back into my normal sleeping pattern of waking up around 8:39, because that's what time I normally get up for work. So, yeah. I haven't got far. At all. Oh, well, I've got like 20 pages left. Really not far. But I've just seen that it's Elphaba's wish that Fiyero didn't die, and that he's coming home. This is what she says. Fiyero didn't die, she said. He was imprisoned and he has escaped. He is coming home to Kiamo Ko. He is coming home to me. He is disguised as a scarecrow because he doesn't know what he will find. So it's her wish. It's basically all of it is her trying to make an assumption about what happened. On the same page it says she could give the Lion a history and think of him as that abused cub in the Shiz Science Hall. So yeah, it's her wishes as she knows that Dorothy is on the way. Oh, it makes me sad. It makes me sad for her. But it's so interesting how the moment that she decides to use a witch, she's just referred to as a witch. Rather than saying like, Elphaba this, Elphaba that. It literally says the witch said. And it's just like, oh. She's becoming the thing that she believes she is. Yeah. This is way too deep. But I'm loving it. Yeah, like 20 pages. It is 10 to 10. I finished it. There's some bits I kind of went back and read again as I was just like, oh, wait. So yeah, the castle was actually Fiyero's family's home. And she went back in the hope that her lover would come back to her. And he never did. And Dorothy was technically trying to save her when her broom caught on fire. But in this story, Elphaba is allergic to water. It burns. I'm looking forward to the next one. Because the next one's Son of a Witch, isn't it? So it looked more at Lear. Because this one says that Lear the son actually went back with Dorothy and Toto and the Lion, the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man. So Lear was with them. Obviously this version was released just before the film was. Oh, I'm looking forward to talking about this one in a video. I might be able to film that tomorrow, actually. So, but yeah, I finished it. Just going to watch the end of an episode of KC Undercover, and then I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching, and seeing me deteriorate into illness and come out the other side of it. And yeah, just thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is a Friday video, so I'll see you Sunday. I'll see you Sunday with a Series Sunday video.